Hello there everybody, and welcome to yet another video, from the collector's world. And yes, we are once again going to be talking about Mythic Legions, my dear friends. And what's more, we are going to be comparing a figure from 10 years ago, more or less, and figure from today. Now mind you, this might be a little bit an unfair comparison, since the figure on the left, the body is a re-release, but the sculpt and the buck comes from 10 years ago, and it is also a Legion builder, which means that it does not contain any extra paint because it's meant to be customized by you, whereas the figure on the right is a full-fledged character figure. It's called Sir Elijah, and it's a Templar Knight. What remains the truth is that the bucks are the same, but I'm not a grand toy reviewer. I just want to show you some nice toys. So please do not expect me taking these figures apart, taking the soft goods off, putting those figures through the paces and showing you the extremes of the articulation. I'm not here to do that. But I think that the progress will be apparent just from this brief video of me playing around with these figures a little bit. I want to show you how much the action figure production has progressed in the last 10 years. Now, this figure on the left is a little bit of a custom because this body and the sword, they come from the Gold Knight Legion builder, as I said. It is a re-release of a figure that came out 10 years ago, but the mold is the same. It is as if you bought the original figure. The head comes from a completely different figure, Attila Leoser 2, but that's just a head sculpt, right? And the cape comes from a completely different figure from a completely different manufacturer. But already you can see a huge difference between this figure. Just don't focus on the paint, just focus on the design, on the construction of the figure, which already, this is a beautiful fantasy rendition of a Gold Knight. But what is Mythic Legions? If you've been following my channel for quite some time, you might have heard about it. They are fantasy figures from the manufacturer, the Four Horsemen Toy Design, an American manufacturer, and they have been making these figures for over 10 years now. They are figures of the fantasy genre. Sword and sorcery, high fantasy, dark fantasy, what have you. And they always start with a toy and then build a story around it. And it is of their own story, of their own origin, of their own design. They are not adapting anything. What is even more interesting is that these figures, should you wish to do that, you don't have to, are meant to be customized and popped and swapped, which means that they are very easily broken apart. I've made several videos like this. I'll post links in the description down below, and then just put back together, possibly with parts from different figures. As you can see here, this figure contains parts of 3 figures. It's a completely new character. Beautiful. And they also make Cosmic Legions, which is their sci-fi line, and Figura Obscura, in which they adapt characters from diverse different mythologies and the works of literature. And so, they are getting better and better and better. I want to focus more than on this figure, on this one. So consider this a review of Sir Elijah, more or less, because I'm absolutely excited and staggered in the positive way by this figure. Now, not only does this figure come with, like what you can see here, a beautiful soft goods material which is wired, and you can pose around all you like. If you take it apart, if you take this off, underneath that, there's a full-fledged armor painted. You can just display it without the soft goods. It comes with this helmet, but also with a plethora of extra parts, like this head of a skeleton knight. Look at that. I don't know what I'm going to be displaying this figure with. I will have to get a couple more just to display every single configuration, right? It comes with this ginormous shield, and not only does it come with this handle, but also it comes with this clip that you can see here, that you can clip on his wrist. And the pauldrons, I will put them on very, very soon in this video. You will see it in just a minute. And it comes with a sword in a scabbard. It can be removed. Once again, beautifully painted with great details. And it comes with a warhammer. And it also comes with this dagger here, which I shall remove from the plastic for you and show it to you. It can also be unsheathed. Look at that. Aren't these details beautiful? There's a lot of chances, a lot of opportunities for you to pop this figure apart. What a lot of people like about these new figures, about this new body, is the improved articulation. Not only does it contain, and now don't be scared, I'll pop the head off, it includes this improved peg on his neck so that it has better articulation, right? Can you see the articulation here? The articulation is also improved in the elbow, in that it does more or less 90 degrees, right? But also it can go further this way, which means that should you wish to do that, I will remove the sword so that it is easier for me to perform. All right, let's do it this way. Right, so should you wish to, you can, and this wasn't possible until this year, I think, or the end of the last year. You can do the double wielding action here with these figures, which wasn't possible up until, as I said, this year, the end of the last year. The articulation at the legs, I would say, is more or less the same. It goes way over 90 degrees, and he can do the kicks and things like that, you know. I mean, the most apparent change in articulation is in the elbows, which a lot of people were crying about, and they were demanding that they do that because they want to make more elaborate poses and pictures, which I do understand, although I do display my figures all in more or less vanilla poses. Now let us try to put on the skeleton head on. Wow. Look at this. Look at this beast. This is fantastic. Now give me a minute and I will put the pauldrons on. And so there is the fully assembled Sir Elijah with a skull on and the shield in his hand and a warhammer in his other hand, with the pauldrons in. There are 2 peg holes at his back, and you just put them in. And it's very hot, so there is no problem articulating this figure. Now, it is recommended that when you take your figure out of the package, that you heat it up and then articulate it and pop and swap it, because, you know, take care of the joints, they can snap. But it's the middle of summer. It's the middle of June, so it's not really the middle of summer, but it's very hot. Which means this bloody fella doesn't even have to be heated. What I wanted to say is this is extraordinary. And I just noticed that he also comes with 1 extra neck peg. So this figure really comes loaded. And if you get more of them, you can basically like make yourself an army of undead Templar knights. See, so this is the improved articulation neck. Maybe I should heat this up a little bit before I start articulating it. I really don't want to snap it. But if you heat it up, this little articulation here, this is one of the improvements that they have done to these figures. Now, this is your standard Mythic Legion neck peg, but what those figures didn't include in the past was this added articulation, so that you can swivel the head more back and forward. So it's really, really, really helps the articulation. So for people who are into articulation, I think you're going to be over the moon about this new line. By this video, I wanted to show you how much the action figure production, especially as far as Mythic Legions go, progressed in the last 10 years. But what's the best about it is that even figures that came out 10 years ago by the 4 Horsemen toy design look absolutely beautiful. And they can be enjoyed and displayed today as if they came out yesterday. But also, you have got so much fun with these figures on the right, because they come with more accessories, they come with improved articulation, they come with more soft goods that can be posed around because it's wired fully. And they do make more and more figures, which means that you can pop and swap even more. Absolutely staggered in a positive way. Absolutely excited about these new figures. The fact that you can customize them even like adds extra value to it. So if you are into fantasy figures, absolutely do recommend these. Get them, pose them around, pop and swap them, customize them, take pictures, let your creativity flow, and share pictures and share videos, because that's what it is about, right? So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Do you like action figures? Do you like fantasy? Have you ever heard about Mythic Legions? Do you collect Mythic Legions? What do you collect? Let me know all about it. That'll be all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm out of here.